Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm back here at Car and Truck Country of Flemington on the Jeep side to take a look at a brand new 2023 Jeep Compass Trailhawk 4x4 in Sting Gray. So let's find out what this brings to the market and let's dig in. All right, the front end of this Sting Gray Jeep Compass. My apologies for all the wind buffeting, but it is extremely windy here in Flemington today. We have the Sting Gray Jeep badge blacked out, flat black on the top and bottom of the grille. We have the red tow hooks down below, LED headlights, LED daytime running lamps, standard bulbs for turn signals and fog lamps. And then as we come up top, the black stripe with the red Trailhawk up on the hood, looking good. Wheel and tire setup on this Compass. We have a 17-inch gloss black wheel, Jeep badge on the center cap, standard brake and motor package. And what we have for tires, these are wrapped in Falcon Wild Peak HT tires, 215 on the width, a 65 series sidewall, 17s, all four corners, four-wheel drive. Full side profile on the Compass, looking good. I like this Sting Gray with the red accents for the trail rated badge and the Compass badge on the side. We have the flat black all the way around to protect it from the rocks and stuff when you're going off-road. Black roof, looks really good from the side profile on this new Compass. Let me know what you think in the comments. As we come in closer to the vehicle, here is the trail rated badge. Here is the Compass badge in red, which is nice. We do have gloss black with LED turn signals, color matched on the front and the rear door handle. Going up top, we got the old style antenna. That's got to be a shark fin with the black roof, but no sunroof. All right, the back end of the Compass, and sorry I'm at an angle, but I'm trying to block the wind. We do have a roof spoiler coming up the top, the rear wipers down below on the glass, the Jeep badge underneath that, 4x4 on the left, Trailhawk on the right. And then down below, we do have flat black with a tow hook on the left side and the dual exhaust tucked up underneath the rear of the vehicle. All right, under the hood of this Jeep Compass is the new engine for the Compass for 2023. This is a 2-liter turbocharged inline 4-cylinder engine made into an 8-speed automatic transmission. 200 horsepower, 221 pound-feet of torque. This vehicle can tow up to 2,000 pounds. MPGs 24 in the city, 32 on the highway. The engine's minimum octane rating is 87, so you can run this on regular unleaded gas. All right, before we get to the interior on this 2023 Compass, you're going to want to know, Mike, how much does this Trailhawk cost? Well, MSRP, the way this one is optioned, $37,835. So let's check out the interior. Footbox action, nice large dead pedal brake and accelerator. We do have the mats in the back for this vehicle. On the seats, manual seats on this Compass for the driver and the front passenger. And then we come up with this nice black seat. We have a faux leather, leatherette, whatever you want to call this, with the red stitching, Trailhawk embroidered into the seats, nice and soft with bolstering, nice dual design on this all black interior, nicely done. Door panel action on this Jeep Compass. We have soft touch up top. We got some gloss black plastic around that chrome door handle. Again, we have a semi-soft armrest with the red stitching on the door insert, looking good. We move over to the dash, soft touch up top with black stitching, not the red, but then we have this material here, which feels more like a fabric material with the red stitching. Then we have some gray and black trim that goes around here, which is nice. And then we do have a nice large glove box. Infotainment system time on this 2023 Compass. We have the 10.1-inch Uconnect 5 system, but it does not have built-in nav. All the nav will be coming through your phone, but you do have wireless Apple CarPlay, wireless Android Auto, which is a nice touch. You got your home screen, which I like, where you can have your music here, you can have your phone over here, climate control right here in the climate screen, where you can get your AC, you can adjust the temperatures, where the air is going to come out. go back to home, you can sync them together. So I like that. We don't have heated seats, we don't have ventilated seats in this vehicle at all, which is a shame. I would have liked to seen at least heated seats in here. But again, very, very nice. You can go to your music, bring up whatever you want to listen to. You can go to your seating positions like I showed you earlier. You can go Bluetooth and connect your phone. You can go to your vehicle settings and look at your rear view camera and whatnot. And then you have your device manager settings. So they have a lot of cool stuff in here, and I don't mind that your the nav has to come through the phone. That's just fine. As we look at the backup camera, nice and large, looking good. We can change it to zoom on in or zoom on out. So it's a nice touch there on the backup camera. Down below you have your auto stop start, traction control off, lane keep assist off, four-way hazards. You have your parking sensors off. Your engine stop start is right there. As we move further down, 2 heat and air vents. Down further, we have hard controls for our radio volume and our climate control. Underneath that, we have a nice area for storage right down in here. And then on this side, we have a USB-C and a USB-A. And then here's our gear shift to go through this 8-speed automatic transmission, emergency brake. Here are our drive modes. We'll go through that when we go through the dash. 4-wheel drive low, hill descent control, lock the diff. And then we have 2 cup holders. And then our Jeep key fob. And it's very, very basic, lock, unlock, and panic. And then the Jeep badge on the back. And then our armrest here, semi-soft. Would have liked to see the red stitching here rather than the black. And then we open it up and we have a nice area for storage. Jeep steering wheel. I like the steering wheel. It feels good. The 10 and 2 notches feel good. Jeep badge in the middle. We have the red stitching around the wheel, which is a nice touch. We do have some brushed aluminum trim as well. Flat black on the switch gear. We have our telephone and controls for the digital portion of our dash on the left side. And on the right, you have your cruise control and then your safety suite controls there as well. And then on the stalks, we have our bright lights and directionals. And on the right, we have both windshield wipers. Down here on the left, we have our controls for our headlights and our fog lamps, brighten and dim the dash. This is a manual tilting and telescoping steering wheel. As we move to the dash, we have a nice combo of analog gauges for your speedometer and tachometer, and then we have a digital display in the center. So if we go through the drive modes, we have auto or normal, and then we have our snow mode, we have our mud mode, and then if you want to go to rock mode, then you have to shift into 4-wheel drive low. But those are the modes. Looking good, and I like how the pictures of the vehicles change as you move down the different modes. So that's pretty cool. And then you also have your fuel level and coolant temperature as well. And then if you want to go through the center, you have other information that you can get in the center screen, which is a nice, and it's really easy to use, and no problems at all, really. So there you have it. Nice dash. Overhead console. We don't have a sunroof in this vehicle, but we do have dome lighting, non-LED dome lighting in this one. Sun visor with vanity. Pull it off. Does it slide? Yes, it does, to block out the side sun. Good job. We're heading into the back of the Compass. I have the seat set for my driving position. So in we come. Plenty of knee room, plenty of headroom at 5'11", plenty of shoulder width room. That nice leatherette or Softex material. No plastic on the back of the seats. A seat pocket behind the driver and the front passenger, which is nice. And then we have some action going down here in the center console for the rear seat. We have 2 heat and air vents. We have a USB-A, and down below we have a 12 volt. So they got you covered back here for that, but I would like to see a C as well back here. Rear door panels, Same nice design as the front, same use of materials. There's your front door panel right there looking good, and the back door panel looking exactly the same, which I like when automakers keep that up. In the back seat we have that same nice leatherette material with the fabric insert, with the red stitching, with the nice headrests, so it looks good on the seats. And then our center armrest, we have nice and soft center armrest with 2 cup holders. But overall, in the back seat, it's a really nice and comfortable place to be. In the back of this Compass, I just wish you had some kind of roof in this, but can't have everything. All right, tailgate time in this Jeep Compass. It's a manual tailgate, so you need to come to the back, come right underneath here, hit the button, lift it up, and when you do, you have a nice amount of space back here. Here are the floor mats. They're all weather floor mats. Here, there's some other stuff you get with it, but it's a nice amount of space. Underneath here, you have a nice spare tire, so thanks Jeep for that spare. We got some lighting in the back, as well as a 12 volt in case you need power. But overall, a nice space for stuff in the back of this. Get the rear seats down, not a problem. Push the button, throw them over. Push the button, throw them over. Now you got even more room in the back of this Compass, so they do a real nice job with the amount of space in the back of the Compass for you. Window sticker for this Compass, so feel free to pause the video, zoom in, see everything that's optioned into this Jeep. Now let's take her out for a spin. Gave you the exterior shots already of this thing moving through the gravel. Now we're going to do some interior shots. Just so you know, we got skid plates underneath the car to protect it. We got ground clearance of 8.1 inches in this new Compass, a new 4x4 system, new suspension, the whole works here by Jeep on this 2023 Compass. So let's see what happens and let's give it a try. Into a culvert. Nice. Nice. Good traction on the gravel. Back around. So if you want to do some serious off-roading with this, you got a shot at it. Especially with these skid plates protecting everything, the ground clearance, these nice big Falcon tires. Really nice stuff. All right, we are driving. Excuse me, let's start that over. Sorry, I had to adjust one of the cameras, kind of fell out of position once I turned it on, typical. But anyway, we're out here driving now on the road, this 2023 Compass Trailhawk 4x4. And it's a fun little Jeep, I have to tell you. You know, the previous one, oh dear, wasn't all that good, to be honest. Wasn't all that good. They had an underpowered engine. They hadn't, you know, they had issues in other parts of the vehicle. It just wasn't all that great. And so Jeep said, okay, we need to make some improvements. And so, again, they go to the turbo engine, give it some more horsepower, not a lot more. I think it's like 23 more than the last one, but obviously with the turbo, more torque, so it gets the car up to speed and down the road better. They've redone the 4x4 system in here. They've redone the suspension as well. They've got the skid plates all over the bottom of the vehicle. We have now 8.1 inches of ground clearance. We have longer travel in the suspension, so you're able to get through those ruts and those culverts you may go through out on the trails. So it is a much, much improved trail runner than the previous Compass, for sure. And I like the way it drives. Now, obviously, this being set up for the trails, the tires are really, really thick, the sidewalls are, so it's a little, on the road, you know, it's a little wafty, because it's really protecting you from those large dips, like on a trail, craters in the road. But there's no issues with creaks or rattles in the vehicle at all. It's got a good handling. Steering's a bit light, but you point the car where you want it to go and it goes. This 2-liter engine is much better than the other one with the turbo action. So I can't complain about that. And you got great visibility out the windshield, side glass, out the back. You have this nice big 10.1 inch Uconnect 5, which I like, and you know, it's wireless, so you can get your nav through your phone right up there, no problem. So that's a nice touch. You got the USB-C action in here, USB-A action in here, so they got you covered there. And this engine has a bit of pickup to it. Now we're going to do an emergency stop. We're about 50. 3, 2, 1. Nicely done, nice and linear, no pulling the wheel, and now off we go. Now obviously the 2-liter is going to be a bit buzzy when you take off out of the first second, but then it smooths out. It's got decent handling in the twisty bits. Not a performance car by any stretch of the imagination. Whoa! Sliding on the pavement a little bit. And then we're back up to speed, no problem. So you're obviously not going to take tight turns like I just did. These tires are built to take care of you on the trails, not necessarily for grip on the tarmac. Now once you get it up to speed, it's nice and smooth, gets you down the road. You got good comfort in the back seats for your rear seat passengers. You have a good area in the back for cargo. You got the full-size spare, or what looks like a full-size spare back there, so that's a real nice touch. I just like a spare, but most of them now are just the donuts. But it looks like that one's a full-size tire, which is a nice touch. So if you're off-road and you got to replace a tire, you're going to be in good shape. But we're really windy today. I tried to give you a little exterior action on the gravel area on the back 40 of the dealership earlier. The cameras kept falling over and I had to keep setting them back up. But I think I got a couple of shots of the outside of the vehicle on that gravel area to give you kind of an idea, especially through that culvert. See how that suspension travels, see how those tires take that large dip. But overall, I think this is really much improved and makes it now something worth going out, taking a look at, test driving, see if this is something that you would like to take out on the trails, because that's what it's all about. And everybody's coming up with off-road trims now. Jeep isn't the only one, right? You have Kia Telluride with the X Pro. You have the XRT from Hyundai. You have the Trail Sport from Honda. I mean, they're all over the place. You have the Timberline trim from Ford. I mean, everybody seems to have some kind of off-road trim. But Jeep likes to pride themselves on not just being an off-road trim, but being a trail-rated vehicle with that extra protection from the skid plates, that suspension that's been taken care of for the trails, and all that other good jazz that goes into the little extras that Jeep puts in their trail-rated products. And I think it makes a difference in how it drives, for sure, and how it feels. And I would feel very confident taking this out on the trails. There's no doubt about it. This really improved. The engine really improved this car quite a bit. I got to give Jeep credit for listening to the customer base, figuring out what people didn't like about the Compass, and then making changes, making improvements, and now making this a very competitive vehicle in this subcompact SUV market. But let me know what you guys think. Let me know how you would move here in this segment. Would you consider a Compass? Would you want to go somewhere else? I think this is something that if you're looking for that, you should put on your list to test drive, because I think it is a very compelling offering in this segment. Well, let me know what you guys think about this Jeep Compass. I'd be curious to hear from you. I want to thank Ciocca, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, part of Ciocca Car and Truck Country of Flemington, for allowing the channel access to this vehicle for a review today. I would like to thank all of you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like. Please also consider subscribing and turn on that notification bell so you never miss another Shabby's Rides video. And I'll see all of you on the rebound. Take care, everyone.